Alright, so let's hit record and get going. Time for some more Trails to Azure. More beach shenanigans. Whoops. God damn it. Why is the default no? Alright. Now I gotta remember what the hell I was doing. Oh, right. Heading to the theme park, because we had finished that rando side quest. There we go. Huh. Nice. And this is the wrong way. Whoops. Okay, I have to admit it. I find Kia's sped up running animation funny. Wow. This place is amazing, Lloyd. Yeah, I'm starting to get pretty excited myself. Now let's see. Some of our friends might already be waiting in front. We should go find them. Okay. Hi guys. Sorry we took so long. There you are, Lloyd. Hey.
Yeah.
So, you got here first? It looks like we're the only ones here so far. Correct. We are slightly ahead of schedule. So, with the extra time, I've been working to indoctrinate Sully into the Mishian Church. Hey, don't give them the wrong idea. I mean, he's not even that cute. Not that I think he's cute in the first place. There's no use hiding it from me. The Aeon system has been detecting strong mystifying readings coming from you for a while now. Oh, God. Tio, just... why suddenly puns? There's no way I can do that. You're lying. You can do that. You're lying. You guys are such good friends. Maybe we should wait here for the others to arrive. Very well, let the sermon commence. For today's gospel, we will be covering the many blessings Mishi's cuteness contributes to continental peace. Oh, okay. Seriously, Tio. Dial it back a little. Huh. Really? You're still on this? Hey, do something, would you? You've already taken down the nun cult, right? I don't think this one can be stopped. Trust me, quelling Tio's Mishi worship is one barrier we can never get over. This is where you give up? Here we are, Michelin Wonderland. That's awesome. You got that right. This is my first time too. Looks like we're in store for a great deal of fun today. Just look at how many attractions they have. Oh yeah, one day's not nearly enough to experience it all. Take it from me. And spending the entire morning at the beach took up a good chunk of our time, too. Maybe we'd best focus on the most popular attractions in order to get the full Wonderland experience. That sounds good, but which ones would those be? The Ferris wheel over on the left is definitely on the short list. It's popular with everyone, families, couples, you name it. It's true, the view is amazing. You might even get more out of it if you save it for last. Good thinking. That sounds like an excellent way to end the day. Another can't miss is the tower at the heart of the park. Otherwise known as the Castle of Mirrors, it's one of their signature attractions. On the highest floor, you can find what they call the wishing mirror. People say if you ring the bell at the top and make a wish in front of the mirror, it's guaranteed to come true. My, how romantic. That one's popular with families and couples too. See, the bell has handles on both sides. It's so that you can ring it with a partner. That makes sense. I imagine it'd be tough to do it alone. Hey, look. Do you think anyone lives in that mansion over there? That place gives me the creeps. I don't know, actually. Did they add that one recently? I don't know that one. Did they add that recently? Yep, it's the park's newest attraction. They call it the horror coaster. It's super popular. Yes, I looked into it in preparation for today. It's a thrill ride with a horror theme. The technology they employ for the effects is very impressive. Why does their newest ride have to be a scary one? It figures Belle wouldn't at least give me a warning. I like it. Sounds like my kind of place. Any other standouts to speak of? It's not a ride, but I know the fortune teller's house is popular. Some friends and regulars swear by the so-called soothsayer that started working there last year. I've heard she can do anything with compatibility readings and to finding lost items. And apparently she's also an exotic beauty with a mysterious aura. That sounds interesting. Could she be a diviner from the east? You're all forgetting the most vital of today's activities, tracking down Nishi. It's a Michelin custom to locate him throughout the various sections of the park. If you're lucky, you may even encounter his little sister, Michette. Oh, okay. Tiota's got that spark in her eyes. Oh, on that note, is there anywhere in the park we can cool down? Yeah, there's a rest area off to the left. They also serve concessions there. And that sounds like the perfect meeting place for us. I'll be sure to spend a lot of time there, so come see me if you're feeling tired and need first aid. Never the nurse, huh, Cecile? Oh, and this was supposed to be your day off. You couldn't possibly ask you to do that. What are you saying? What man wouldn't jump at the chance to feel Cecile's healing touch? I can give you a reason to need first aid if you'd like, Randy. Just make sure you have some fun for yourself, okay, Cecile? You never get the chance to otherwise, so let that big, brown, beautiful hair of yours down for once. Alright. I guess I could stand to take your advice. Remember, everyone, we have a dinner party to be at, and so we're only free until the evening. I'll hand out tickets. Once you have yours, you're free to use them as you however you want. Try to stay in pairs. Here's if there's an attraction you want to go to. Does that sound good? I don't see why not. Understood. No complaints here. Alright, let the fun begin. I'm so excited. Aren't we the lively bunch? Hey, Sully, wanna go around the park together? Okay, just stop talking on me. Doesn't it remind you of when we were in school? It really does. I don't even want to think about what Tia would do to Randy. Andy too, for him to need Cecile's healing touch. Okay, so we can visit the Ferris wheel, the Castle of Mirrors, and the fortune teller's house, or the roller coaster. Each activity will cost you 1 ticket. Simply speak to the attendant in front of any given attraction and select a partner to go with. Yep. Think carefully about which attractions you'd like to see and whom you'd like to take with it. The story will advance after using all 5 tickets. Alright. As I pull up my guide here. Okay, so at least one of them should be used on Risha. Alright. Let's make a backup save, sure, why not? Alright, in case I change my mind and decide I want to bring another different character. Ah, whoops. Wrong thing. There we go. Alright. So... Noel's on its way, so that's good. I could use a boost with Risha. So I think I'll focus on Risha and Noel for this one. Because I really don't care. And Ellie has already pissed me off to the point of okay, yeah, go away. Let's start with Castle of Mirrors. Why not? I actually kind of like the scaling of this. Welcome to the Castle of Mirrors. At this attraction, you can explore the castle's interior to your liking before making a wish in front of the wishing mirror on the top floor. I highly recommend that you invite someone to share the experience with. We will invite Risha. I think I'll invite Risha. That'll be 1 ticket, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Enjoy your time exploring the fantastic Castle of Mirrors. So this is the Castle of Mirrors. I've heard a lot about it being the kind of centerpiece of the park. Honestly, it's more impressive on the inside than I could have imagined. Look at that astrolabe in the center. It makes this room feel so mystical and magical. If Ilya saw it, I'm sure she'd be banging down Michelin's doors to borrow it in one of our shows. Yeah, I can definitely see that. So the wishing mirror should be somewhere in here, right? Ah, the one that grants you a wish if you stand in front of it after ringing the bell. From what Ellie said, it's supposed to be on the top floor. Alright, let's start making our way up there then. Lead the way. I really like the design of this place. It's kind of nice. Here we are at the top floor of the Castle of Mirrors. That must be the bell we're supposed to ring over there. Look, there are cords to ring the bell on both sides. It's just like I heard about earlier. And then there's the wishing mirror right up those stairs. Supposedly, if you make our wishes in front of the mirror after ringing the bell, they'll come true. But would it really even matter? Well, step number one's going to take both of us. So let's go get that out of the way. That should do it. Now we just have to stand in front of the mirror. Right, let's go. Here we go, time to make our wishes. But, how does this work? Do we just tell the mirror what we want out loud? I suppose we could simply think our wishes to ourselves. Should we give it a try? I hope that does it. I just finished myself. So, what did you wish for, Lloyd? Me? Well, it was so generic that I'm kind of embarrassed to say. I wish for the ability to continue protecting Crossbell. That includes you, Risha, and the rest of our conceal, of course. Is that so? Oh, that's very like you, Lloyd. I'll take that as a compliment. How about you, Risha? What did you wish for? I wished to become as great a performer as Ilya. Though I know that sounds a bit presumptuous of me as a newcomer to the stage. No, not at all. You've gained a lot of popularity since making your art concealed debut. And Ilya herself believes in you. That's why she recognized your talent to begin with, isn't it? I'm sure if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to become just as big of a star as her. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm nowhere near her caliber, really. Besides, Sully has much more talent than I do. If anyone can succeed Ilya, it's bound to be her. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I don't think there's anything wrong with having some confidence, though. Wishing your dream to come true is one thing, but I know you'll put in the work, too. You'll always have me cheering you on. Right, I couldn't be more grateful. Did I say all that out loud? Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass us. Anyway, we're all done making wishes. Should we head back downstairs now? Yes, let's go. Surely it wouldn't be unforgivable to wish for something that could never come true. I had a wonderful time in walking around the castle with you. If you don't mind, and I think I'm going to excuse myself now. Sure, talk to you later. See you again soon. Let's actually go with the rest area because there's a hidden quest. Oh. I have to spend 3 tickets first. Alright. Let's check out the horror coaster. Why not? Here we are, Mademoiselle. Are you ready to head inside? Please give me a little more time. I don't think I'm ready. Welcome to the Haunted Villa, home to Michelin's Wonderland's horror coaster. On this thrilling attraction, you'll be armed with nothing but an orbital blaster as you go through the mansion of frightful monsters. You can enter it alone if you dare, but I'd suggest you bring someone along for the ride. I think I'll invite Noel. Wait, so we get to shoot monsters on this ride? Now I'm fired up. Glad to hear it. Ready to go inside? Yeah, let's do it. Very well. That'll be 1 ticket, please. You'll find an orbital gun inside your car. Shoot the nefarious beings that will assault you. And perhaps you'll manage to survive. Do try to come back in one piece. Let's start with info. When the crosshair appears, press the corresponding button to defeat the ghosts. The faster your trigger finger, the higher your score. Try to hit as many targets as you can. Alright, let's give this a try. This. Getting tricky on me. That was not great. Ah! Screwed that up. Ah, no! Ah! Dang it. Ah, wrong one. Ah, that was just all of the fail right there. 3 stars. Okay, so there's apparently a trophy for 4,000 points for that one. That is not too bad. Whew, now that's what I call a good time. I wish the ZGF would add a game like this for our shooting drills. It'd probably help our guardsmen practice their aim. Well, you never know. Maybe the commander would look into it if you brought it up to her. Anyway, I'll see you later. Okay, bye for now. That's actually a fun one. I actually like that one. Deal. Welcome to the fortune teller's house. Here you get a reading of any fate your heart seeks to unravel. 2 souls may enter at a time. Care to see what destiny has in store? I can invite the same person multiple times. Yeah, let's invite Risha again. I think I'll invite Risha. 1 ticket. Now then, right this way. Welcome. Come right in. Please have a seat. I suppose Risha did want to see. I guess what they say is true. She really does have an exotic mystique about her. You're right. I can tell she's very beautiful, too, even with that veil over her face. My, whatever's the matter? The both of you are staring. Keep in mind, others are waiting for their turn. Shall we begin? Sorry about that. We're ready. Very well, but before we proceed, could I perhaps trouble you for your blood types? Our blood types? It's an imperative factor when it comes to making a proper reading. Though naturally I won't force you if you'd rather not say. I don't mind, I'm type O. I'm also type O. Oh, what a coincidence. Thank you very much. Now, what kind of reading do you seek? Compatibility. Ain't telling us what our compatibility is. Not at all, it's a simple request. Lloyd? Well, this is what people do when they come here, right? I figured we may as well try it. We could always pick something else if it makes you uncomfortable, though. No, it's okay. I agree. It might be interesting. Could you do that for us, miss? As you wish. A young man with honest eyes and a girl whose own are tinged with sorrow. The 2 of you would have forged a bond of mutual trust ever since a particular incident earlier this year. Should that trust continue to grow, you may just find your relationship deepening further. However, for that to happen, the pall of darkness afflicting the girl's heart must first be lifted. So ends my reading. The darkness in Risha's heart. I do not know the details myself. My crystal ball is but a medium. All I can do is weave together with what few threads I am shown. She must be referring to my concerns about our upcoming revival performance. I've been worried about my dance with Sully. I would hate to let her down during the big moment. So that's what's going on. But if there's anything I know, it's just it's that no one practices as hard as you. I'm sure everything will turn out just fine. Huh. Okay, that is kind of weird. Even now, I still remember the first time I saw you perform. I've no doubt the new show is going to be just as moving. My, but you have a way with words. It warms my heart to see one of my compatibility readings pan out so quickly. What? Wait, don't listen to her. I wasn't using this as an excuse to put the moves on you or anything, I swear. Don't worry, I know. I'm not Ellie, I don't act like a feminazi. Let's see, it's the whole reason you brought me in here, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, Lloyd. I actually know what the difference between a compliment and trying to get into what someone trying to get into the difference between somebody being polite to me and somebody trying to get in my pants. Her technique was immaculate. Could it be? I wonder. Is something wrong, Risha? Oh no, not that at all. I was simply thinking about how enjoyable an experience that was. If also a bit strange. I know what you mean. Anyway, I think I'm going to take off for now. I'll see you later then. Ah, wrong thing. I could finish it. I could finish it. So in other words, you're loitering. Oh, heck yeah. Alright, so we've spent 3, let's go get this side quest done. Huh? What's that pink thing back there? Oh my, you found me! Hiya, mister. Mister? My name's Michette. It's a pleasure to meet ya. Oh, you must be Mishi's little sister, right? Tio said something about running into you if I got lucky. I guess this is what she meant. Oh, so you've heard of me. I'm honored. No problem? But, if you don't mind me asking, Michette, what were you doing back there? I just really love playing hide and seek is all. My favorite pastime is lying in wait around Michelin Wonderland for my Prince Charming to come find me. That sounds unnecessarily counterintuitive, but alright. So, does that make me your Prince Charming today? Right on the Mihi mark? I'm so happy you found me. You're the perfect Prince Charming, plus 100 times cooler than my brother and his dumb, droopy face. Yikes, she really tore into the poor guy there. So, what do you say, mister? Do you want to play hide and seek together? I beg your pardon? Only a prince lucky enough to find me gets the chance to play this special game. To win, you have to track me down in Michelin Wonderland a total of 5 times. You can even bring a friend. There's a prize for you too. What do you say? Want to give it a shot? This could take a while. I won't have a chance to spend my tickets until it's over. Yeah, sure. Well, why not? I'll give it a shot. Hee, that's the spirit. I'm going to get to hiding while you find yourself somebody to help you look. If you ever want to give up, just tell my big brother Mishi in the main plaza. See you later. Well, I'm the one who got myself into this. I'll have to make sure I recruit a good partner. This is kind of a lot to take in, but you know what? It sounds like a lot of fun. I'm sure I'll help you find her. Sure, I'll help you find her. Great, thanks for lending a hand. She has to be somewhere inside the theme park. Let's get searching. So, hidden quest. Ha! There you are. Eek! You found me! You must be one lucky mister. That's twice you've managed to sniff me out now. 2 flukes in a row is nothing to sneeze at. Is that what they were? Don't get too confident. All of this was just a test so far. Sooner or later, your luck's gonna run out. Yeah, I do think that is weird. She really hustled there, huh? Still, that wasn't half as hard as I thought it would be. You took the words right out of my mouth. I guess just because she loves hide and seek doesn't necessarily mean she's good at it. Anyway, let's keep up the pace and see if we can track her down again. Right in the main area. Oh, there you are. Ah, you found me. Maybe I underestimated you. You found me not once, not twice, but thrice now. Oh, that's more than most. I mean, if you say so. Alrighty, the next round won't be so easy. No more Miss Nice Me Shit. There's no way you'll track me down this time. I don't know where this voice is coming from, by the way, so shrug. Nice job, Lloyd. We were able to find her again. Still, it sounds like her next hiding spot is going to be a tough one. Yeah, the way she put it makes me a little anxious, but let's get started. I wonder where she could have gone. I see you. There she is. You found me again! You really got a talent for this, mister. It's unthinkable for someone to find me when I'm trying this hard to hide. Something tells me that's an exaggeration. Well, whatever, you still have to find me 2 more times to win. And good luck! Why does it feel like she's taking a shine to me? I think it's funny for what it's worth. Anyway, let's do our best to track her down again. Yeah, let's go. Next up is over at the horror coaster. Found you. Again. Not that hard. There you are. Oh no, you found me again! Jeez, you seeked me out 4 times now, and so quickly, too. I can barely believe it. If only some of your talent could rub off on my brainless big brother, Mishi. Harsh. Michette never lets up on the poor guy, does she? Okay, this is the last round. For your final challenge, I'm going to hide in the best spot I know. Let's see if you can find me this time. About time. I was starting to think we'd never get to the end of this. It's not like she can leave the park, so it can't be too hard. We know our way around well enough at this point. Well, no time like the present. Let's start looking. Alright. And of course, the last place is over at the Tower of Mirrors. Boom. Ah! Aha! Looks like we win. Oh no, you found me again! You're amazing, mister. You seeked me out in all 5 of my hiding spots in record time, too. I admit my complete and total defeat. With that, I hereby dub you Michelin Wonderland's King of Hide and Seek. King of Hide and Seek. Wow, what a privilege. Congratulations, Your Majesty. But that's not all. It's time to receive your extra special reward for besting me. Machette keychain. Oh, thanks. You're very welcome. But sadly, it's now time for me to say goodbye. Have a me-tacular day at Michelin Wonderland, okay? That way you'll have a ton of fun memories to take home. So that was Mishi's little sister. What an intense character. I was just thinking the same thing. That said, I should probably get going now, too. See you around, Lloyd. Yeah, see you later. Alright. 2 more attractions to go see. And 2 more times for the attractions. So, I'm going to save the Ferris wheel for last. Let's go to the fortune teller's house again, but this time we'll go with Noel. Oh, back for more, are you? Come on in. Come in. Have a seat. Thank you. I'm honored you would take the time to visit me again. Now, if you wouldn't mind. Yes, and I'm type A. Thank you very much. Now, let's see. I'll leave this one to Noel. How about you decide, Roll? Is there a reading you want? You want me to decide? Okay. Even on what the future holds in store for the CGF. I'm going to return there eventually, so I'd like to know what to expect. Sure, I'm fine with it. Reading on a Crossbell Guardian Force, please. Of course, it's a simple request. Oh, how did she do that? I sense a shift on the horizon. The organization you belong to will undergo change in the near future. And when it does, you will be forced to make an important choice. So ends my reading. Change on the horizon. And what sort of decision am I going to have to make? Regrettably, I have relayed to you all that I can divine at present. The nature of the choice you're given, for better or for worse, will hinge on developments to come. I think I understand, given the current state of Crossbell, how things will turn out as anyone's guess. The CGF's future will likely depend on what happens with the mayor's proposal, which means that the CGF could either develop further or fall by the wayside. Goddess forbid the latter, but I do have my worries. If I may offer a word to the wise, when the time arrives, make a decision you're sure you won't come to regret. Keep in mind, this is simply a reading. The trajectory your future takes will be contingent on your actions. I suppose that's true. Thank you for your advice. I could practically feel the magic in the air there. Her reading was so convincing, too. Kinda gives me the jitters inside. Yeah, it was an interesting experience, that's for sure. Anyway, I think I'm gonna take off for now. See you again. Wait, Ellie's there now. I wonder where I should use my final ticket. Whoops. Oh, come on. I hate that delay. It's not much, but it's still annoying. Alright. I could finish out the Risha thing. You know what? Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Screw it. Ferris wheel. Oh, but Noel's here. Oh. Welcome to the Sunshine Mall Ferris wheel. Here you can see the very best views in all of Michelin for the comfort of your gondola. How about taking our friend along for a ride? Actually, you know what? Yeah. I think I'll invite Kia. Two guests coming in. Because there's only one more, and I'm going to assume that there's other chances. Oh, we just keep going up higher and higher. Kia, don't make the gondola sway so much. Just sit tight, okay? Oops, my bad. I was so excited I couldn't help it. Hey Lloyd, isn't the view from the top supposed to be super amazing? It's my first time riding too, so I couldn't say for sure. But yeah, that's what I hear. I can't wait. Okay, let's just calm down a little until we get there, alright? We're so high up. Look at how red the sky is. It's so pretty. It sure is. We came at the perfect time of day. I'm glad I saved my last ticket for this. Thanks for taking me with. Oh, look, I just saw a fishy jump out of the water. Really? From all the way up here? I don't suppose you caught what kind it was. Oh, I have a question. Which place do you think has the better view, here or Orcus Tower? Well, Orcus Tower is certainly a lot taller than this, but the scenery is completely different. It's not an apples-to-apples comparison. That's deep. You're so smart, Lloyd. If you say so. She seems to be feeling a lot better now. That's one worry off my mind. Another fishy jumped out. We're almost back at the bottom. Get ready. Let's get ready to go, Kia. The view from up there was awesome. I had a ton of fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll see you later, okay? See you later, Lloyd. Alright, before we get to that, which looks very serious, this is supposed to be a review, so let us go ahead and jot down some points. Alright, so we're gonna add 2 more pluses to our count. One on the story, just for the attraction scenes in general. And Horror Coaster. It's just fun. Horror Coaster is just fun. So, yeah. Absolutely. Plus for Horror Coaster. Okay. Right. Got it. I'm sure everyone else will be fine with that too. Sorry again that you couldn't come along, Chief. Understood. We'll make sure to get all the rest we need to eat before we come back. Good to know everything's okay at the SSS building. I'm probably just overthinking things. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the SSS. I've left you a little something to remember me by. Enjoy yourselves. That hacker must have been the one who supplied the tower's data to the terrorists. At the same time, I didn't get the sense he belonged to either of the 2 terrorist cells. Yin also said the hacker likely isn't a member of Hain or the Red Constellation either. But if that's the case, who could they be? Lloyd, are you there? Is that you? No. Come on in. Were you on the call just now? Yeah, that was the chief. I wanted to check in on things at the SSS building, so I got in touch. I've been anxious something might happen while we were away. But everything's fine. I'm just crossing my bridges before we get to them is all. Oh, so that's it. I think it's natural to worry after everything we went through. Hey, you don't need to let it get to your head too and all. I guess that'd be my fault, though. Sorry for bringing the room down. No, it's okay. I'm the one who asked. And I can sympathize with you. I've been doing all the worrying in my family for my entire life. Sometimes I even envy how carefree Fran is. I know what you mean. You and I are a lot alike now that I think about it. Are we? I've always thought you were a lot smarter than I am. Compared to you, I'm just a simple foot soldier from the ZGF. She really doesn't pull any punches with these self-evaluations, does she? So what brings you here? Did you come to pick me up for dinner? We could go to the guest house together if you want. Sounds great. Come to think of it, the place is called the guest house, but isn't it more of a giant mansion? It's where the former Speaker Hartman used to live, if I remember right. Yeah, it is. I've been there before, and it's almost absurdly luxurious. Good luck keeping your jaw off the floor when we first walk in. I'll try my best. Oof. By the way, where's Kia? Did she already go with someone? Yeah, she left with Randy and Wazzy earlier. I think they're already at the guest house. Ah, okay, that's fine then. Is everything okay with Chia? Well, she looked a little on edge when she wandered off earlier. She seemed to be having fun at the park though, so it's probably nothing to worry about. Probably, yeah. That's the restaurant. I don't need the restaurant. Huh. I can buy Hospital Times. Why not? Okay, good. There. I got some accessories. I actually came in here earlier to look around with Fran. That was all I needed to know we didn't belong in this store. To be fair, none of us would have even been allowed through the door if Maria Bell hadn't arranged for it. Anyway, would you mind browsing with me this time over here? Sure, why not? Is something wrong, Noel? I was just thinking about something that came to mind when I was here earlier. Jewelry can be nice, but most of it really isn't all that practical. On the contrary, it'd probably just end up slowing you down, so there isn't much reason to wear it on duty. Sorry, I'm not trying to spoil your window shopping. Don't worry about it. That's a very you way of looking at things, Noel. Now that I think about it, even your casual outfits seem like they have a lot of mobility. You know it, that's my #1 priority whenever I pick things out. The only problem is when I shop for clothes by myself, they end up leaning toward the masculine side. That's why I usually have Fran take along with me for some advice. I can see that. So have you come across anything in the store that meets your standard? Let's see. Hey, I really like this amberyl studded choker. It was my favorite piece out of everything me and Fran looked at earlier. I can see why. I think it'd look great on you, Noel. Maybe I could get it for her as a gift. It's not every day you get to shop in a place like this after all. The price is 10,000 mira. Oof. That's a lot. Can I afford it? Hey, Noel, would it be alright if I bought you this choker for you as a present? What? Really? Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to spring that on you out of nowhere. You've been supporting the SSS all year. Just think of it as my way of saying thanks to a friend. You don't need to apologize. I'm really, really happy that you would offer, but... Is there some other problem? No problem at all. I just, Very well, Lloyd. It would be my humble honor to accept your generosity. You don't have to be so serious, Noel. I'm giving you a gift, not orders. I get that. I just didn't know what else to say. Thank you for doing this. And to show my appreciation, would you be willing to accept a present from me as well, Lloyd? Are you sure? You really don't have to. Don't be silly. Of course I do. Just give me a few moments. I'll find something that's perfect for you too. Got a yellow charm. Cool. So yeah, it's either going to be Noel or Risha for the final bonding event. We'll see. Welcome to the State Guest House at Michelin Resort. Master Lloyd and Miss Noel from the SSS, I presume? Yes, that's us. Wait, I remember you. You're fragrant substitute. Sorry, joking. Fragrant substitute. Thank you for the follow. If you're real, please say something in chat, even if it is just a simple hi. It's kind of my anti-bot request. Please and thank you. Thank you. You were the guy who was at the auction, weren't you? I'm terribly sorry about what happened that night. I never would have imagined my previous employer would turn out the way he has. Many of the old servants, myself included, were retained and entrusted with managing the state guest house. It was by the kindness of Mayor Croyce that we were allowed to preserve our livelihoods.
なるほど。それは何よりでした。
Oh, by the way, Eve, Fragrant, a Whisper works too. Who, as a substitute, if you're running into the I don't have a phone, therefore I can't chat crap, you know, because I've had a viewer run into that problem too, so should have mentioned that earlier. Really now, I'm glad to hear that. If I remember correctly, the dignitaries from the trade conference stayed here. Crestbell owes you a great debt. My thanks to you both. You are simply too kind. There they are! There they are!
Kia!
Hey, Kia, did you miss me? Yep, I've been exploring with Sully to pass the time. They said the dinner party thingy is going to be starting soon. So hurry up and get your seats. Got it. Could you show the way for us, sir? Of course, please come inside. Once again, I can't apologize enough for keeping you all waiting. After all, what kind of host shows up late to his own dinner party? It's okay, Mr. Mayor. Everybody understands how busy you are. We appreciate all that you have been doing. Yes, but just know that he's only as busy as he is by choice. Guilty as charged. I'm usually too busy rehearsing and performing to keep up with politics, to be perfectly honest. That said, there was no avoiding the news of the drastic proposal you made. If we're all being honest, then I should admit that that was something I've been ruminating on since taking office. Frankly, I never intended to include it on the conference's agenda, but the discourse grew a tad heated, and it had all I could take. So I decided then was the time to grab the bull by the horns. So you did. And now that the curtain has risen, you have to keep dancing until the end, isn't that right? Precisely. Speaking of the stage, it's my understanding that Ark and Seal will be holding a revival production of Golden Sun Silver Moon. It just so happens that the local referendum gauging the public's interest in independence is being held 1 week after its opening. Such was the reason I invited you and your troupe here. Happy coincidence that it is. Huh, go figure. And I appreciate that you did. This break has been a long time coming. Thank you again for inviting us. Thanks. After hearing all that, I feel a bit uncertain about my own place at this table. Oh, not at all, Miss Nuez. You're this table's representative of the esteemed St. Ursula Hospital. I've heard quite a bit about you. I must say, your sterling reputation precedes you. Some even call you the second coming of St. Ursula herself. Believe me when I say it is an honor to meet you. Please, Mr. Mayor, I think you may be exaggerating just a tad. But thank you for your kind words. The honor is all mine. Oh, Father, you do realize you've sung the praises of nobody but the women here, don't you? But how about sparing some of those kind words for Lloyd and the others as well? Oh, my apologies. Being surrounded by so many beautiful young ladies would be enough to sweep any man my age off his feet. No problem. We're thankful you invited us. That's right. This little diversion was exactly what we needed. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Today was the most fun I've had in a long time. Yeah, me too. Good, good. That was the hope. Forgive me for bringing this up again, but I wish to speak of the harrowing events that transpired at the conference. The terrorists were guilty of trying to destroy the tower, but I never wanted that day to end the way it did. I do not believe their sins, nor anyone else's for that matter, were grave enough to warrant taking their lives. I intend to work to ensure that such tragedies cannot happen again, as well as to show the people of this world that justice is still alive and well. Mayor Croix. Hearing you say that helps wash away some of the concerns weighing on my mind. Excuse me. I have a question regarding the state aid independence referendum. Will Crossbell truly become its own political entity if the public votes in favor of it? No, the referendum itself doesn't have the power to make independence a reality. However, the results will serve as a concrete message to our neighbors abroad. Once votes are in, an international public opinion will begin to form. That will be our opportunity to snatch independence from the major powers. Or at least, that's how I imagine it. Ballsy play. You make it sound too easy, all too easy. The way I see it, you're leading Crossbell right into dire straits. No, it's exactly as he says. There's no question about the complex geopolitical challenge Crossbell's state independence will present. However, the hearts of mankind are not so frail as to be swept away by the waves of hardship. Even in the face of great adversity, a man maintains his dignity and pursues his ideals. I believe the potential to do so is precisely what makes us human. The potential to pursue one's ideals with dignity. Well said. So yes, the path Crossbell must walk will in fact be fraught with peril. But that notwithstanding, my peers and I will struggle to strive in the coming weeks to open the path for us all. However, it will be the duty of the next generation to aim just as high and keep us on that path. I ask that all of you continue contributing to Crossbell's future in whatever manner you can. Crossbell's barriers. The same barriers that have stood before us all year. Maybe Mayor Croix is doing what he believes is necessary for Crossbell to surmount. But what about us? When Ravache was toppled, one of those barriers crumbled alongside it, irrespective of our efforts. And now, the hurdle we find in front of us is even greater than ever before. Is the SSS. Am I truly doing enough to make a difference? And if not, am I really okay with that? This is going nowhere. I'm exhausted, yet I can't sleep a wink. Maybe I should go to the lounge and get some water. Oh.
Yeah, Risha.
Evening, Risha. Oh, it's you, Lloyd. Sorry about that. I hope I didn't startle you. Oh no, it wasn't your fault. I was just lost in thought is all. Well, Is it okay if I join you? Excuse me. The moon is beautiful from here. Maybe it's because we're away from the lights of Crossbell City. Perhaps so. You know, Wazzy told me the strangest thing this morning. Oh. He said that I'd wake up in the middle of the night and stumble into a chance encounter with a girl, just the two of us. Sounded like a bunch of hot wind to me then, but I hate to say he hit the nail on the head. You never cease to surprise me, Lloyd. I was just starting to wish I had someone here with me, and not 1 minute later, here you are. Simply having you here makes me feel so much more at ease. I have to say, I envy the rest of the SSS. You give me too much credit. I still have a lot of areas I need to work on, and as a senior detective, and as a leader too. For one, I desperately need to grow up. Hey, Risha. I don't mean to offend you, but there's something I've been wanting to ask. Oh? Offend me? What could it be? I've been wondering this for a while now, but why is it that your eyes look so forlorn whenever you smile? I've noticed it since the day we met. During your short time in Crossbell, you've done so much. You were recruited by Ilya Platera herself, featured in one of the greatest stages for Zelga round. Risha Mao is now a household name in Crossbell, and yet even then, when you smile, it doesn't feel like you're here in the moment. It feels like you're in the future, looking back at something you lost. Why would you think that? Because I've seen it before. Someone close to me wore that exact same smile for the longest time. But eventually, like her grief, it faded. Now she can smile as genuinely as she did before. But you, on the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you smile any other way. Her grief came from trying to bear the sorrow of losing someone she loved forever. So what about you? Why smile that way even in the presence of someone like Ilya, someone you love and cherish? She's always been there for you, and she always will be. You really are full of surprises. I've always known you were sharp, but I didn't expect you to see right through me. Does that mean... Yes, everything you said is true. Maybe it's because I know I'll have to leave Crossbell before long. I thought that might be it. Let me guess. You can't tell me the reason, can you? That's right. I can't share the details, but I can tell you this. The path I am bound to walk is already set. It has been from the day I was born. The path? Think of it as inheriting a family business. I've been living my life for that sole purpose ever since I was little. It's the same path my ancestors have walked throughout history, but now I no longer understand where that path is leading me, nor my reasons for taking it. I see. But if you really don't like it, then why not leave it? I'm afraid it isn't simply a matter of like or dislike. In accepting his birthright, my father eventually found meaning in it. A hidden, lateless path that can influence society and even change the course of history. Now it's mine. I inherited it from my father, and now it's my turn to find my own meaning to walking it. That's how it should be, from this moment on. You know, it's strange. Earlier I refused the wine that Ilya had offered, yet sitting here, I feel as though the rays of the moon alone have me intoxicated. That's pretty poetic. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry into something so personal to you. No, it's alright. I've been keeping all of this bottled inside of me for so long. It was only a matter of time before it all brimmed over. Thank you for listening to my story, Lloyd. Not at all. I'm happy to lend you an ear. But I can't help wondering. Risha, are you?
Kia.
Kia? Oh. Oh, and Risha's here too. Were you guys in the middle of something? No, it's okay. We're just about finished. Yeah, it's fine. Are you having trouble sleeping? Yeah. I think I had a scary dream. Really now? Would it help if you slept in my bed? Can I? Yes, but just this once. Sorry about that, Risha. We'll just have to pick this up again later. Don't worry about it. After talking to you, I think I can finally manage to get some sleep. So thank you. I'm glad to hear it. And if it isn't too much trouble, could you keep this talk between us? And away from Ilya specifically. I want to tell her these things too, but not until the time is right. I understand. I don't know how much help I can be, but just know that you can call on me if you need anything. I'll do whatever I can. I appreciate it. I'll be sure to come to you for advice the next time I need it. Good night, Lloyd. You too, Kia. Good night, Tanisha. Good night. Sleep tight. Did something happen to Risha? She always looks a little sad, but it felt kind of different this time. So you can tell too. I don't have all the details, but she's clearly dealing with a lot. She's a friend, so I'm going to be there for her in any way I can. That is why all the girls like you so much, Lloyd. Hey now, no teasing, alright? Anyway, we have to get you back to bed, little lady. Do you need to go potty first? Lloyd, I can do that by myself. Pointless flashback is pointless.
Lloyd, 起きなよ。Lloyd.
Good. Wake up, Lloyd.
あれ
What?
今、
What
夜
time is
中の
it?
2時くらいかな。
About 2 a.m., I
ずい
think.
ぶんうなされてたけど。
You looked like you were having a nightmare. You okay?
なんだか
Yeah, I
変な
guess I was
夢を
having
見てい
some
たみ
kind
たい
of
だ。
weird dream. Wait. Huh?
なんだ、どうした？
Something wrong?
ランディ、
Randy,
起こしちゃったか。
sorry, did we wake
ま
you?
あ気にすんな。
Meh, don't sweat it.
それより、
More importantly,
キーボーがいないの
where's
か。
Keto?
さっき2人で戻ってきて、
You brought her back to
一緒
sleep
に
in
寝て
your
たみたい。
bed
2
earlier,
人と
right?
も気づいてたの
Oh,
か。
you two
そうなん
noticed?
だ。
Yeah, that's right.
一緒に
She
寝てた
should be right here. Oh,
部屋に
as
は
far
いな
as
い
I
みた
can
いだね。
tell, the three of us are the only ones in this room.
ちょっと探してみ
Well,
ようぜ。
guess we better go wrangle her in.
ああ、悪い
Thanks,
けど
guys.
頼む。
Sorry about dragging you out of bed like this.
そうですか。
So she's not on the second floor either.
も
I'm
うす
terribly
べての
sorry.
客室を
Given
く
the
まなく調べ
circumstances,
たわ
we
けで
weren't
はあり
able
ま
to
せ
make
ん
a
が、
thorough search of every guest room.
十分です。
You've already done
こんな
more
夜
than
中ですし。
enough. It's the middle of the night
ま
after all.
ったくあのちびっ
The
こ。
heck is Short
何
Stuff's
寝ぼけ
problem?
てるんだよ。
Wandering off who knows where half
さ
asleep.
すがに。
This
ちょ
is
っと
growing
心
more and
配
more
に。
concerning. Where could she have gone?
私のサーチでも
Searching
見つ
via
かり
the
ませ
Aeon
んでしたし。
system has also yielded no results.
キ
I
ア
have no
は
idea
どこ
where she could be.
お
Zeit.
あら、
My what?
おお
Oh
前がいた
yeah,
か。
how did we forget? We got the super sniffer on our side.
おい。
ついてこい。
What? He said follow me. She's this
と
way.
にかく追いかけましょう。
Then what are we waiting for? After him.
そちらだ。ただし気
That
を
way,
つけろ。
but tread carefully. Wow, you really do pick what he's laying down.
でも、
But what could be out there that we need to be careful
時
about?
間がない。
There's no time to ponder it over. We need to move.
接しろ
Friend,
ね。
Cecile,
それとイ
Elia,
リアさんた
Sully,
ち、
Risha,
皆さんはここで
would you
待
mind
っていて
staying
くだ
here
さ
and
い。
waiting for us?
でも、
But no,
仕方ない
I
わね。
understand. We'd
足が
only
痛いか
slow
もし
you
れない
down
し
if we
で
tagged
も
along.
何かあったら
Alright, but if
すぐに呼
something
んでちょうだい。
happens, call us immediately,
一応
okay?
救急箱とか
I
も
brought a
持って
first
き
aid
てる
kit
から
so I can at least treat your minor injuries.
わかっ
Thanks,
た。
that helps.
皆さん
Please
どう
be
か
careful
お
out
気
there,
い
everyone.
ざとなったら
Just
エニグマ
contact
で
me on your
連絡してく
Enigma
だ
if
さい。
there's an emergency. Let's move.
これって
Look at
垂れ
that.
幕が変わってる。
What happened to the banners?
おいこいつは
I'm not liking the looks of this.
いつの
When
間
did
に
this even happen? I doubt it's one of the park's nighttime
そんな
attractions.
話は
Definitely not.
聞いたことは
Never
あり
have
ま
I
せん。
heard of anything like
それに
this.
ミッ
Besides,
シー
there's
を
no
他の
way
キャ
they
ラに
would
変える
have
なんて
even
ありえないで
vandalized
す。
Mishi's good image
だ
like
ろうな。
this. True enough.
あれは
Wait, look there. Fool's
フールの
Wonderland.
ワンダーランド。
Fool's Wonderland.
完全に名前が書き
They
換わ
even
ってんじゃ
went
ね
and
えか
goofed around with the name.
夢でも
I
見た
feel
の
like
でしょう
I'm
か。
still dreaming or
夢は
something.
夢でも
I don't know what
悪夢の
kind of
類みたい
dreams
だ
you
けどね。
have, but I'd call it this a nightmare.
どうやらキーヤは
He is
これ
somewhere
だっ
up
た。
ahead. That's all
と
that
にかく
matters
中
to
に
me.
入る
We're
しかない
going in no matter what.
行
Right.
くしかねえな
Let's get to stepping. Mm. Well, I'll need to check the courts. I don't think I need move so much on you, so we're gonna go evade. Okay. Let's get my actual team going here. There. Actually, that wasn't too far away. Alright. Someone around here has a pretty tacky sense of
こ
taste.
こまで凝ってるとた
I don't know
め息
what's
しか出て
going
こね
on,
え
but
な
they sure didn't hold any elbow grease back.
それにしても
I had to say, this hedge was a lot less creepy with Mishi's face
ミッシ
on
ー
it.
の代わりに
How dare they soil these sacred
絶
grounds?
対に許せな
That
いです。
clown could never replace Mishi. Settle down, Tio.
それにして
Yeah,
も
we've got more
Kia,
important shit
itai
to
dokoni?
deal with. Come on. Forget that. What's important is where Kia ran off to.
左右前方
Something's
何か来
coming.
ます
Watch you. That's your 2 and 10. What?
これって
They look like the special effects from the horror coaster. That's for sure. They don't look like the special effects from the horror coaster. That's for sure. Whatever they are, they're hostile. Stop them. Here they come.
歯応えありそうじゃねえか
よし
の番です。そこです。
行くぜ。
Oh, frick, you healed from that, didn't you?
俺の番だな。
さっとドライブ開始。
任せろ。
はいはあ、
よし。
Ah, frick. Okay, this is not a good fight. Holy crap.
ドライブ開始。私の番ですね。は
行くぞ。
あ、さっと
行くぞ。これで
私の番です。
おっしゃ。赤きよりの死に
はい。そっか。
負けるか。それ。
助かります。なんとかしないと。それ。
ありがとう。
まずい。
みんな、ありがとうございました。
俺の番だな。
私の番です。はあ、はい。エニグマクロ。やあ。
Jesus. Oh. Yeah, this is multi-negative worthy. Jesus.
助かりました。
よし。
This fight's awful.
行きます。そっか。
行くぜ。
私の番です。行きます。行きます。エニグマクロ。やあ。
ありがとう。俺の番だな。
行きます。ドライブ開始。さあ、助かります。
おっしゃ。
はい。やあ。
There.
任せてくれ。
ダメです。
任せろ。
行き
There.
ます。助かりま
よ
し
し。世話が焼ける。てこはっ。任せてくれ。
俺の番だ。俺の番だ。
Fuck off.
た。行きます。私の番ですね。そっか。
俺の番だな。それ。
行きます。
I think I needed to freaking heal.
エニグマクロ。
任せろ。
任せてくれ。避けるか。
さあ、助かります。行きます。はあ、はい。それ。
ありがとう。
おっしゃ。
行きます。エニグマクロ。それ。
ありがとう。
はい。そっか。
行くぞ。ストップ。
行くぜ。
はい。
What? Oh, you son of a
分析を開始。詳細データゲットです。
Alright. I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it. Alright, let's see. Well, for starters, Upping that to 3 because, yeah, that has literally been all of the garbage. Two negatives for this fight. I'm done pulling my punches with this with this fucking crap. Oh, fuck. Completely forgot. Alright, well. Let's start hucking earth spells at him. Hate that fight. The only thing that's awesome about it is the fact that there's gonna be that people are gonna level from that. Blast Storm 2, cool. Axe has gotten to level 3, awesome. %15% chance for Arts and Crafts to deal crits. And Arts and Crafts inflict faint 5% of the time. I like. What the hell was that about? I couldn't tell you, but they were very formidable. How long are you gonna keep hiding? Show yourself already. What? Did you notice me? Or was that just your intuition? Hi, Campanella. I guess I should have figured it was you who with the Fool's Wonderland thing. What the? A boy? I couldn't feel his presence at all. Bastard, who are you? Where are my manners? You've already crossed paths once before. I would hope you haven't forgotten me, ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section. Can't be, he's the hacker who trapped all of you in Yona's room at the B sector, as well as the person who supplied the terrorists with data on Orcus Tower. The first time we encountered each other was in front of that the doll studio, right? Bingo. I am enforcer number 0, Campanella, the Fool. A pleasure to finally meet you. It's from the secret society that threw Liberl into chaos. I figured something was up with you when you mentioned and seeing them at the studio. To make matters worse, he's been colluding with terrorists. Those unlucky terrorists met with quite a terrible fate, didn't they? They didn't fly into town thinking they'd catch the ire of Hain in the Red Constellation, that's for sure. But the Calvardians got off easy. Oh, those poor boys from the Empire. Such a shame. How can you just mock them like that? You were on the same team, weren't you? They were your comrades. They were pawns, more like. Completely and utterly disposable. Blue Wolf even gave the one dude triple negatives because of how much he despised how fucking disposable even the fucking writers had. It'd be so funny if it wasn't so pathetic. What the heck? I'll laugh anyway. I figured that they would be interesting enough to shake things up, so I gave them a hand. I couldn't care less about their goals or ideologies. Well, aren't you a piece of work? He resembles you, Wazzy, but with a trashy suit and zero tact. Enough being around the bush. Why have you come to Crossbell? What are you trying to achieve? And more importantly, what have you done with Kea? Tell us, or we'll force it out of you. Oh, I like you. You're just full of vigor, aren't you? There's no need to raise your voice, though. I haven't touched one hair on your pretty little princess's head. All I know is that she walked straight through here in a dazed stupor just a while ago. Stop playing dumb, you little freak. But I'm not. It's the truth. You can believe whatever you want. The fact of the matter is I only came by this evening for one reason, to greet you. What? What's happening? It's back to normal. Isn't that a little too grand to be a simple parlor trick? Was it some kind of illusion? If you'll excuse me, I hope we meet again soon. Oh, and just so you know, your little princess was on her way to the castle up ahead. I'd suggest you make your way over before she walks herself into a horrible accident. See you next time. Give me a break. Is that what Ouroboros is like? Yeah. We heard a lot about them from Estelle, Joshua, and Ren. On top of that information, we can safely say that they were more than proficient at hacking. What? What, like we don't have enough maniacs in Crossbell to worry about? I just don't understand why. Why Crossbell over anywhere else? Regardless of what their gambit here is, we'll need to set it aside for now. Searching for Kea seems like a more pressing matter, wouldn't you say? Right. He said he's at the castle up ahead. Let's go.
いた。
There she is.
よかっ
We made it in time. Why do I...
キア。キア、大丈夫か。
Are you alright,
た
Kia?
怪我はしてい
Thank
ない
goodness. You're not hurt, are you?
ガイ
Eh?
ドたち
What's
どう
up,
した
guys?
の
Is something wrong?
ガク。どうしたのって。
Don't you what's
Anna.
up, guys, me?
キア
What are
ど
you
うして
doing
ロ
here,
イドさん
Kia?
たちの部屋から
Why did you wander out of bed by yourself? Huh?
ここって
Are
広
we
間
at
のお城
that castle in the
キア
park?
なんでここにい
What
る
am
の
I doing here?
やれやれ。
Oh, that's just Andy. She doesn't recall a single thing that's happened.
寝ぼけて
Do you
ここ
think
まで
she
来
was
ちゃったんでしょ
sleepwalking?
いや
I don't know.
それ
I
にしちゃ
mean,
壮絶
yeah,
に
people
寝ぼけ
do
すぎだ
that.
ろう
But all the way across an entire theme
希
park?
望
Do you
何も
really
覚えて
not
ないのか
remember, Keto?
なんか
I remember hearing a voice in my dream that was calling out to me. Or maybe it was like I was calling out to it?
夢だも
Well,
ん
if
仕方
it
ない
really
な
was just a dream, then no harm
とにか
done.
く無事でよかった
We're just glad that you're
そうだ
safe.
な。
Yeah, you
よし。
said it.
俺たちも一旦ホテルに戻ろう。
Come on, let's return to the
キ
hotel.
ア、部屋に戻ったら。
We've got to get
ちゃんと
you
寝るんだ
back to
ぞ。
bed, okay, Kia? Okay. Yeah. You look like you're in a good
僕
mood,
なんか
Kia.
いろいろあったけど。
I know this trip
Chat
has
with
more
Hamashita.
it was more hectic than we bargained for, but did you have fun? Yeah, of course. We should go on vacations with everyone like this all the time. Maybe for our next one, we can stay at America Village.
いい
Yeah,
かもしれ
sounds
ない
like a
な
good
昨日の
idea.
様子からすると
I was expecting her to be more shaken up after that big scare last
すっ
night.
かり元気そうだし。
But seeing her now, it's
So
like
many
it never
things I
happened.
like.
Guess my worries
む
were
しろ心配すべきは 決者の
unprecedented.
動きの方か。
What I should be focusing on instead is the society and whatever it is they're plotting. Lloyd, is something
Yeah.
wrong?
なんでも
No, it's
それより
nothing.
キア。
Actually, Kia, you didn't happen to see anyone suspicious last night, did you? Like a young man wearing a pink suit? No, I don't think so. But I was super sleepy, so I'm not really sure.
あ、
Right.
いや、
Well, it's not that big a
それならいい
deal.
んだ。
Forget I said anything.
こちらに
So
いまし
this
た
is where you two have been. Hey, Belle.
マリアベルさん。
Hey,
どうも
Maribel.
お疲れ様です。
Thank you again for inviting us. Not at all. You earned the break, didn't you? And even then, you still had to work during this trip thanks to that so-called society. A gaggle of clowns and a lot of them.
私の人形をさらって
One of them had the gall to lay their hands on my darling little dolls, too. The nerve of some
保
people.
安部の警備
The
隊長
security department had best prepared themselves for a thorough restructuring in the near future.
そうですね。
Best of luck
民
then.
間の警備員の
I hate to break it to you, Maria Bell, but I doubt regular security guards could have handled someone like that
や
anyway.
っぱり
But hopefully we can. We're going to have to be careful from here on out.
それはともかく
Well, corporate efficiency aside, I just had the loveliest little idea.
キーヤさん
But I wanted to run it by the both of you
と思った
first.
のですけど
What do you say to taking a commemorative photo together for the entire group?
あ
Oh,
いいですね。
that is a good idea.
記念写真
Is that like the group picture we took with everyone a while back?
あ、あ
Yeah, it's a good way to preserve the memories you made with everyone. That way, when you look back at the photo, you'll have something to remember the trip by. Cool! Let's take one! It's decided. Up here on the deck could make a better backdrop than the cabin, wouldn't you say? Good point. The weather is perfect too. Well, I'll go gather the others. Please do. If you don't mind, could you inform the stewardess as well? Commemorative photos are part of the ship's service. We'll take the photo she'll take the photo for us free of charge. For sure. I know you'd never want to cause your loved ones any concern. Being a strong girl can be difficult, can't it? Huh? Something is troubling you deep down, isn't it? I'd be happy to help if you'll allow me. Depends on what kind of help you're offering, Bill. That's how brief respite ends? Medal of Luster for the rank up. Alright, cool. We'll go ahead and we'll save over this one. Not that I care that much. And it's only just after 11, so we'll keep going. Because I've got just under 3 hours. Good. Things are proceeding smoothly. The Celestial Globe. We saw this back in Sky 3. Indeed. Preparations have progressed to approximately 90% completion. I should have more than enough time to carry out the order. Excellent work, Professor. Campanella, what can you tell me of the other enforcers and their ventures? I believe Blue Blanc stopped by for one of his little games, but he's already returned to his own affairs. Ren hasn't gone back to Crossbell since leaving for Liberl. As for you-know-who, I move that we continue taking a wait-and-see approach with her. She lent me some of those bound spirits of hers to play with, but I don't think she has any intention of participating further. That is perfectly fine. They are free to do as they please, just as the Meister is. Perhaps, but the enforcers have a bit too much freedom for my liking. Then again, this is how things are meant to be. What an irrational system she's put into place. That is the Grandmaster's will, Professor. It is senseless to question whether it is right or wrong. Regardless, I believe our final guest has arrived. I was wondering where she was. Timely as always. My apologies for the wait. I see you have already started. Pay it no mind, we'd only just begun. I trust matters on your end are already been settled? Yes, I left everything in the hands of the Oathbreaker. Turning our attention to Crossbell, it has been quite some time since I last stepped foot upon its soil. Isn't it amazing just how much it's changed? It's fair to call it the most advanced metropolis on the continent, as well as the center of modern civilization. I intend to return there before the finishing touches are made. What do you say to meeting me there? We so rarely get together. I have no objections. Very well. I will leave the hereafter in both of your capable hands. Here is our next step. Here is to the next step of the Grandmaster's Phantasmal Blaze plan. Take care to set the stage well and proper. Understood. Yes, in the name of the Grandmaster. The referendum regarding Crossbell's potential independence as proposed by Mayor Croix was drawing closer and closer. As pressure from the Imperial and Republican governments mounted by the day, so too did the citizens' fervor. Combined with the excitement generated from the debut of Arkansas's revival performance, emotions in the city were hitting a fever pitch. All the while, a new concern was beginning to emerge from the shadows. Did you say cryptids? That I did. I don't believe it's appropriate to simply refer to them as monsters. Not only are they much larger, their origins are a mystery. What's more, they're starting to appear all over Crossbell. Oh wow, the cryptids started in Crossbell. Interesting. It's the one we went against. Okay, this sounds a little more, or like it might be real. Reen UEF, thank you for the follow. If you could do me a favor and say hi in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. It is an anti-bot measure. If Twitch is giving you issues with that, then a whisper works just as well. Thank you. Ah! Excellent! Excellent. Finally, a real one. Oh my god, thank Adios. Ugh. Sorry. Anyways, first and foremost, shoutouts. I am doing very well, thank you very much. My favorite Trails character. Funny enough, it's a character that you actually can see in this game. Una Crawford is my favorite Trails character, followed very closely behind by one Laura S. Arcade. Very little has been able to challenge that for me. But yeah. Reen, Emma, Eustace, Milliam, Altina, Randy, the Red Constellation in general, Richard, and Weissman. I forget who Richard is, but yeah, those are good choices all around. Reen is absolutely one of the most... Reen gets way too much crap as far as I'm concerned. There are legitimate things that I kind of cock an eyebrow at Reen for, but, you know, not the things that his haters put at him. Oh, yes, that's right. Colonel Richard. I'm sorry, I blanked on Colonel Richard. As soon as you mentioned his student, I was like, oh, wait, yes, that's right. But yeah. Yeah, Reen gets too much shit. Emma, I really like Emma. Eustace, once he gets there, is pretty cool. Milliam, yeah. Bundle of Joy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I actually find he has some good growth and stuff, so, Altina, great. Randy is a bro, no question about that. The Red Constellation has already proven to be awesome. I mean, I've got multiple pluses. I've given multiple pluses to the Red Constellation already. Richard was good, and Weissman is actually my favorite villain in the franchise. So there we go. Also, let me make sure it's working first, because sometimes it doesn't like to be working. So allow me to just make sure it's working, because if it is, you'll be able to type !review, and you will be able to go ahead and see what all these pluses and minuses are all about. So, and you can also debate me on any of the points. And yes, Cloudbot is active, so yes. If you want to see the document, !review is where I jot down my stuff. I don't have a website, so I don't really have I don't really have an archive of them, but I have. But actually, funny enough, starting tomorrow, a lot of different the ratings for the games I've done this year will start going live. So. Alright, let's read some of your notes here. Yeah. I can see that. I absolutely like that. I personally, I'm more of a Green Laura person, but I think that's just because their styles kind of complement each other just as well. Although, I think Reen gets along well with all of the Cold Steel girls, if I'm honest. Yeah, she definitely has the most agency. That's true, because she doesn't have as much obligations to live up to. And that too. Although, for me, I still say Yuna's got the strongest characterization. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Things would have gone way worse if not for Yuna. Yuna and Cold Steel 4, if I'm honest. Yeah. Anyways, that's the one we went up against. Commander isn't exaggerating. We couldn't handle it between just the two of us, so we had to retreat. Then it really isn't just an average monster. I've come across bits and pieces of information regarding it, but... That's true, yeah. She did have some obligations. I just felt like there wasn't as many pressures on her than there were with the others. Because, Laura's got to live up to being the Radiant Blade Master's daughter. Elisa has all of the crap with the Reinford group. Milliam as an Iron Blood. Frick. Fee. There's another one. There's the other one. Fee, with just finding her place in the world, is just kind of like, oof. Yeah. There's more. Other types have been cited as well. Wait a second. That's the one we fought in the Gold Mine. The hell? You telling me there's more of those things? This was taken a few days ago in the mountains to the north. Scott and Wenzel were able to exterminate it. That's a relief, at least. You two managed to handle that thing all by yourselves? Yeah, but we had to get the jump on it to pull it off. It was thanks to the ZGF's intel that we were able to take it out. Right, but there was something very bizarre about the whole ordeal. Our arts didn't have their usual effects on it, and it disappeared into a beam of light when it was finally defeated. That sounds familiar. Yeah, it's exactly what happened when we fought it. You said it appeared in the mountains. Does that mean it was out in the open this time? Yes. Until now, monsters like these have only appeared in enclosed locations, such as Stargazer's Tower and the Moon Temple. It's speculated that some form of spatial distortion has emerged in those particular areas, as though we can't explain why.
これらの幻獣は山岳地帯や故障地帯などにも出現しているの。
Yeah. Okay, that is fair. That is fair. I think that's why I don't mentally think of it as her having obligations, because her family is more supportive. So it's less obligations and more just something she's doing. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Oh boy, is that ever true. Yeesh. These cryptids, however, emerged outdoors, both in the mountains and by the lake shores. We suspect the same spatial distortion effect. It could be occurring in those locations as well. That's not good. I was afraid you'd say that. Is this why you called all of us here? Yes, we'd like to request the aid of the Bracer Guild and the SSS in dealing with these cryptids. The ZGF has been on high alert at both Belgard and Tangram Gate ever since the mayor's independence proposal. Simply put, our manpower is focused there, at least until the referendum is voted upon. We understand. The SSS is ready to help. Us too. Should we go ahead and decide how we're going to divvy this up? That would be best. I'll provide you with all the data we have and leave you to decide the suitable course of action. If at all possible, I'd like to request that you look into the source of all of this. Source? You suspect an external forces behind the cryptid sudden appearance? Yes. Think of it this way. Dangerous monsters surfacing on our highways is a cyclical phenomenon. The cryptids, however, are an anomaly. Their emergence doesn't align with that cycle at all, which leads us to believe that there's an underlying cause. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put that. That's a good way to put that, Reen. I mean, absolutely. That's gonna be a little awkward if you pop in the next game, because yeah, we'll be going through the Cold Steels after I'll be going through the Cold Steels after I finish with Azure. I'm going through the entire Trails series. That's why the title reads it's Blue Wolf's Return to Trails, because the idea is to go through the whole Trails series, and I'm up to Azure, so. I could see that. I do think some of the antagonistic qualities, some of the lesser villains, I will give you, are not as well done. Hell, even some of the Ouroboros members, I would argue, are not handled very well. Cough, cough, Duvally, cough, cough. Yeah, that is a good point. Admittedly, because they feel way more laid back than Rossi was. Although what's funny is that you could also look at that as that's why Rossi left, was because they were just getting too lazy and gun-ho, like, and also the fact that they literally practically disbanded right after the fight between the War God and the Jaeger King. I mean, Oh, we lost the Jaeger King. Okay, time for Zypher to go away now. What? So, no, I see your point. I don't fully agree with it, but I see your point. I do. Needhog? Yeah. Needhog are a joke. I'm not gonna lie. They are literally a goddamn joke. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it's a legit criticism. It is absolutely a legit criticism, and you have a point. That does actually feel like what the problem was. That's why, Leo and, I forget his name, have the goal that they have. That spoilers they succeed at in Cold Steel 3. So, because, yeah, they're just lost without the Jaeger King, which is just, yeah. Yeah, and to go through the other villains, yeah, I can kind of see that. Don't even get me started. Well, Scarlet was okay. Don't even get me started on Duke Cayenne. Duke Cayenne is what I refer to as a Krennic. He thinks he's a big deal. He's not. He's a pissant. Don't even get me started on Gideon again. I have already complained about Gideon this game. What other villains do we got? In fact, I would argue the only true good villains the Cold Steels really have are the Iron Bloods. That's it. Osborne and the Iron Bloods. Because, yeah. No, spoiler. I wasn't going to spoil what they actually were trying to do. Who? Okay, that part, Fee getting accepted into Thor's, that's mostly Sarah. That's Sarah's doing. Sarah had to pull a lot of strings to make that a reality. Yeah, admittedly, it is one of those things that's kind of eyebrow-raising, but I think that's more of just the nature of things. Like, the person who had the biggest although I will say it is weird that the person that had the biggest problem with it was Patrick, of all fucking people. And considering Patrick is a sexist, misogynistic, fucking classist pig, well, his opinion doesn't really count for much, does it? Ugh. Yeah, it's... Again, I think that's more just because it's the idea they see it as she's leaving that life behind. It's the same reason why people don't really bat an eye with Randy being a part of being a part of the SSS in that. Because remember, Randy is basically prototype is basically the prototype Fee when you think about it, because Randy literally just comes out of it and then he's immediately accepted into the military, right? There's a lot of strings that had to be pulled from that, and what's funny is that even when his Jaeger routes start to come out, a lot of people are just cool with it. So I think that's just a running theme, more so than just a weird anomaly with Fee. Also, there is one person who has a huge problem with Fee being a former Jaeger, and it's her entire character. It's an entire character arc for the both of them in Cold Steel 1. Laura, because remember, Fee being a Jaeger is practically what that entire what their entire failure to form a combat link was all about. So... yeah, and that's... and that is something that it is one of those things, right? Like it's kind of a fascinating thing for me because again, you got two Jaegers that that just wanted out of the mercenary life. One of them just didn't realize she wanted to be out of the mercenary life until after. I disagree with that, actually, to be honest with you. I thought it was handled well enough. Because again, it's not something that should be held onto as a petty grudge. Right? It was Fee needed to prove herself to Laura. To prove that, as I explained in my YouTube video about it, that... yeah, well, like, because here's the thing. It was all about the loyalty thing. That was Laura's big hang-up. Is she loyal to more than just a paycheck? That was Laura's big hang-up, right? Is it a little weird? Yes, but it kind of helps to paint a... I disagree with that, honestly. But it is more... morality is always a slippery slope, right? And I think that's kind of one of the things that the Trail series explores, and I like it for that. And let's not talk about... yeah, most Jaegers, that is the point. It's all about violence for the money. Right? But of course, that's the other side of the coin, too. That's the stereotype. And there are some Jaegers that are not all about that. They have a cause to fight for. Such as the Northern Jaegers, for example. And that's what I like about this so much. It's not just simple black and white. Unless it's made for a joke, such as the bullcrap that gets pulled on Lloyd in these games. But that's... I shouldn't go on that tangent again. Anyways, should continue. Whatever it is, it's capable of not only giving rise to these cryptids, but of distorting the fabric of space itself. Interesting theory. Understood. We'll get to the bottom of this. I swear it on the name of the supporting gauntlet. I can see that perspective, even if I don't fully agree with it. I never would have guessed we'd all get to team up for a job like this. The notion would have been nearly unfathomable at the start of the year. Stupidity, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Hey, it just goes to show we've come a long way since back then. Yeah, you guys really have made a name for yourself. If things don't work out with the police, you could probably get hired at the guild in a heartbeat. Absolutely. I'd be more than happy to have you in the guild, Tio. I think you would be a perfect match. Are you certain the guild is the one you intend to pair me with? We appreciate the sentiment. I think the only real Jaeger Corps that's really a romanticization of mercenaries would actually be Cypher, if I'm honest. Like they're like the one corps I could see an argument for being a romanticization. Every other Jaeger Corps is seen as raw violence for money. So, but I see your point. I do see your point. That is generally what mercenaries are supposed to be about. Not always. Not always, but at the same time, it depends on how you handle mercenaries in your setting, and what the purpose of mercenaries in your setting actually are. Jaegers, by contrast, yeah, are kind of meant to be a deconstruction of war and to show the ugliness of that of that very notion. Yeah, I can see that perspective. They definitely act more like soldiers than Jaegers, I'll give you that much. That aside, I don't have a good feeling about whatever these cryptids are. Me neither. I say we should split the work up so we can get to it. The ZDF's report mentions 5 of these things in total. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like you guys to take care of 2 of them. Offering to do most of the job yourselves? Well, you're too kind. Are you sure that's okay? It seems a bit disproportionate. Plus, Arios isn't here to help us this time around. That's exactly the reason. You guys will be feeling the pressure from his absence just as much as us, if not more. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ew. I admit I'm more familiar with Guts and Raiden than Thorfinn. I haven't really looked at Finland Saga. Yep, that is very true. Most settings do paint mercenary life as just not a good fit. That's why most mercenaries in fiction get out of that life. They can do other things. So. Well, at least until she becomes a bracer. He's her at the end of Cold Steel 2. So, yeah. Because remember that was the transition period. V got out of the mercenary life and became a bracer. With bracers being kind of more the more adventurer style of mercenary versus the other thing. Yep. Oh yeah. We've even had hints of Risha's past Steven now. Admittedly, I don't even know that much about Risha's thing, because again, first time playing Azure, but yeah. And to be fair, I'm not even trying to say that Fee has gone through just as much as like Randy, Ren, or even Risha. Because Risha, I don't know again, but even just comparing Ren and Randy, oh fuck, no. No. Fee has been through jack shit. She's an orphan who had a mercenary daddy. That is the extent of Fee's past. Yeah. Randy and Ren especially, they have been through some serious shit. In fact, I would argue Ren's been through way worse shit because, oh my god, Ren's backstory. Oh fuck. That too. That too. Admittedly, she was definitely spoiled. That I can't deny. Cannot deny that in the slightest. Because, yeah, she kind of was. So, again, that's all stuff we can get into next time. I still like Fee, but, you know, again, there are people that have suffered way worse. There's... Yeah. Yeah. But then again, Fee is also not supposed to be a sympathetic character. She's just supposed to be a character with a few hang-ups. Hang on. Sorry about that. Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, I mean, I would still take Elisa over Ellie if I'm honest. I'll say that much. Machias, better version of Elisa, Machias, and Gaius. I like Gaius personally. Gaius is. I honestly like how simple but effective Gaius is, because you don't really need to have a super complex backstory or anything. You just need to be cool and whatnot. So I don't know. I like Gaius. I just, and I would still take Elisa and Machias over, for example, Ellie or, well, early Agate. Oh god, don't even get me started on that. Let's not go into that rabbit hole again. And, anyways. Not to mention, monster exterminations are typically bracer
お
jurisdiction.
互い他の仕事もあるし
We
効率
both
的
have
に
other
分担
jobs
すべ
to
きで
take
す
care of in addition to the cryptids, so I think dividing things up like this is for the
助
best.
かります
If you insist.
なんだか
I don't know if I'm really
申し訳
okay
ない
with
ですね
pushing all of that on you guys. That one I'll give you, because Fee was more the little sister, not really the delinquent. I would actually argue that there was no real delinquent when it came to Old Class 7. Evan, not really. I mean, they tried to play Fee up as that, but it never worked. It never worked because that was never the angle that worked. Hurt. Yeah, the extreme criminal there was no extreme criminal upbringing. It was just he had a dark past haunting him. Even if it did make him, you know, effectively Joshua 2.0, just minus the connection to Ouroboros. So, there's that. But yeah, no, I agree with you. Fee did not work as the delinquent. Just never did. Don't sweat it. It's not like we aren't on the same team here. And besides, you guys probably have your hands full with the society again, and will have your hands full with the society before long. That too. No.
Hi.
Oh yeah. Dang, I was trying to forget about those lunatics. Yeah. Even if I feel Reen was a little too rough with him because the writers were dipping into that stupid sister complex of his. That's one thing I will say about Reen that I don't like, is his sister complex and the writers trying to paint his little sister Elise as a romantic option. Yeah, I know about Estelle and Joshua, but Estelle and Joshua never felt like siblings, whereas this actually, it just felt like that was the relationship between Reen and Elise, and that's why I was just like, what the fuck? The Society of Ouroboros. The Brazier Guild has a history with them already, does it not? Yes. Estelle, Joshua, and the rest of the Liberalian branch first encountered them during the Liberal incident. The guild has had a number of run-ins with them across the continent since then as well. Not to mention the attack on the guild branches in Erebonia. That's suspected to be their doing too. Our presence in the Empire has declined significantly ever since, thanks to pressure from the Imperial government. Because the Imperial government is stupid!
そうなんですか。
Yeah, in spite of, because again, if you take away the incest part, she's actually a good character. Yes, I agree. But the problem is that 90% of her characterization is Reen, I am in love with you, and I want you to just rip my clothes off and plow me because I'm fucking disgusting. Like, fuck off. It's similar to my problems with Ellie. Ellie is a good character. It's just there's this one aspect of her character that just pisses me off every fucking time it shows up. And I will admit, if you percentage-wise, Ellie's got it better than freaking Elise does, because the writers aren't bringing up her one big stupid character flaw every time you turn around. They're so prolific. For real, the more we learn about these guys, the less I want to know. Truth be told, the guild doesn't know a lot about who they are or what their internal structure is. We don't even know what they're after most of the time. All I can say for sure is to watch your backs around them. Yeah, and give us a ring if you run into any trouble, you hear? The cryptids aren't the only common enemy we have. Those snakes are our problem too. Got it. We'll update you if anything happens. Budding turmoil. Well, that took us forever to get through this. Alright. So, Cryptid Survey Report. Outline. Reported sightings of large enigmatic monsters, hereafter referred to as cryptids, in Crossbell State have recently been confirmed. The CGF is currently working to gain more insight into the situation. Little is known about these cryptids aside from the simple fact that they exist. As such, countermeasures have yet to be devised. All recorded details regarding these cryptids are provided on the following pages. Case A, Ursula Road. Location, Ursula Road, through a small cave along the sandbar. Possesses various tortoise-like characteristics. Sighted by a guardsman on patrol. No attempt was made to engage. Ages. The creature did not stray from its location over a short observation period. It does, however, grow aggressive when approached directly. East Crossville Highway. In a clearing past the boathouse. Plant-like creature possesses an enormous mouth. Sighted by a resident of the nearby boat shed. This report has yet to be verified by the CGF. As with the cryptid in Case A, it does not move from its general location, but becomes combative when confronted. The sandbar in Ursula Road and the outskirts of East Crossbell Highway. We haven't been to either of these places much lately. They don't sound as aggressive as the one that appeared at back of the old mine, at least. Still wouldn't hurt to get ourselves fully prepped. We also need to investigate what's causing them to appear, right? Yes. Given the spatial distortions reported, the higher elements, time, space, and mirage, must be at play. I should be able to perceive when the higher elements are active. Ascertaining the source of the cryptids, however, may prove difficult. The reason the higher elements went haywire at Stargazer's Tower and the Moon Temple remains a mystery. Actually, wasn't the Sunford over at the ancient battlefield the same way? Yeah, I remember the higher elements being active when we entered there too. However, the abnormalities ceased to exist once the crisis was resolved, and unlike at the Moon Temple, we didn't have to stop any bell to do so, which makes determining the source that much more difficult. Well, no sense brooding over it. We need to get a move on. Chances are this won't be the only job we have to take care of. Good point. Okay, let's go after we check the terminal for new support requests. Okay. Talking to Kia, talking to Ilya, talking to what? We have a chance to boost Wazi's thing. I might go ahead and do that. And taste crossbow. Oh boy. Yep, there's one. The Crossbow News Service is planning to publish the Gormon's Guide to Oh no! counterfeit caper, stranger danger, and over in the old mine. Looks like the requests aren't slowing down today, and I doubt it's because Arios isn't available right now. Right. The chief said that he was going to visit them in the hospital today. It'd be nice to join him if we're in the area. For sure. Even Keto went yesterday, from what I hear. She was feeling pretty down about it. Indeed, I worry for her. Well, if we use the car, it shouldn't take long to get to the hospital. I'm sure we can make some time to go visit the McLeans ourselves. That's a good idea. I know they did what they could to fix Shizuku's eyesight, but it seems the technology isn't quite there yet. That's the way it sounds. Thankfully, the operation wasn't necessarily a failure, though I suppose it couldn't be called a success either. Or was this... Yeah, this is not the right floor, so I want this floor because I want to talk to Kia. Oh, hi, hey guys. Is everything okay, Kia? You haven't been the same since you visited Shizuku yesterday. I'll be okay. Hey, Lloyd, is it going to be hard to fix Shizuku's eyes? Well, probably if I had to guess. It doesn't sound like the surgery was a complete failure, but she still has a long way to go. I see. Hey now, Keto, I know it's hard, but you can't let it get you down forever, right? The last thing Shizuku wants is for you to be all in the dumps because of her. Randy's got a point, Kia. Shizuku needs you more than ever. Your encouragement, your friendship, and the best medicine she could ask. Those are the best medicine she could ask for. Yeah, you guys are right. I have to cheer her up the next time I see her. That's what best friends are do for each other. Thanks, guys. I'm feeling a little better now. Oh yeah, I promised the others I'd go play with them, so I should get going. Oh, sure. Just be careful out there. Do you think she'll be okay? I sure hope so. At the very least, she perked up almost instantly just now. No time to mull it over, though. Let's get going. Alright. Time to do some boring crap. Namely, outfitting my characters. Whoops. Alright, so we've got Tiger Club, Encantera, Solar Rod, Over Smasher, Screwdrivers, and M8 Comcat. Actually, if I have anything I can sell. Sell Discovery. I'll sell Riot Gear. Yeah, I'll just sell these. Machette Step. That's an accuracy plus 50. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Yellow Charm gives defense plus 20, move plus 1, and accuracy plus 20%. Or defense plus 20. I don't know what I said. Medal of Luster is speed plus 15. Okay. I don't need these ones, so we'll get rid of the ones. There we go. There. Okay. Well, since I won't be doing any of that, I might as well just take the money. What little there is. Alright. And that. 5-point increase for... I would rather just get the survival vest, but I don't have enough. Okay, well... let's go see how bad... oh, wait. Hang on. Let's get rid of... you know what? Let's get rid of these. Because I never use the damn things. It's not much, but I am going to go for it. There we go. Just gain some money. And 9. There. Alright. There. Alright. To the downtown district. See how many of these I can upgrade. Looks like all of them. Cool. There we go. Alright, so Phantom Club raises strength, defense, and evade. Nice. Killer Hornet. Hornet is an additional crit chance. Nice. Glare Wing. Evasion. Hyperstream. Crit increase. Aldehide. Heed causes blind. Nice. And Black Thorns is 20% crit. Nice. Alright. Back to Central Square. Because we're going to sell a bunch of stuff. Okay, I guess I could get one. Everybody could benefit from that. Oof. Ooh. Yeah, we'll give it to Tio. Alright. Guess I should go try and do some events. Alright. So let's start with... okay, that. I can do that. Oh, there's a hidden quest. Oh, come on, really? For him? I mean, it will get... excuse me. It will gain us a couple of points. Mine extermination. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. So now that's just going to talk to people. Okay. Okay. Yay. Sounds like we got a bunch of busy work to do. Joy. So I'm going to distract myself for a bit first. Oh yeah, should also get this out of the way too while I'm here. I can't go up and talk to them. Look, Risha and Sully are on stage. Is that Sully's Star's princess costume? It's gorgeous. Yeah, but take a closer look at Sully. Her seems a little uncomfortable up there. How was that, Yvonne? Perfect, right? Ilya's gonna be blown away by my skills. Well, I would give it a passing marks, yes. That's all? Well, how about you, Risha? Tell me what you think. I didn't miss a single step, right? If I had to offer a word of advice, Sully, it would be to put a little more emotion into your movements. It's difficult to explain, but it may help to picture yourself the way you want the audience to see you. How I want them to see me? Can't you be more specific? Randy's right, she's struggling. We should probably leave them be. I agree, this would be a bad time to interrupt. And what are you doing up here, Ilya? Oh, it isn't my favorite little guy and his merry band of friends. I'm guessing you're here to give us some encouraging words before the revival debut? Something like that. We were looking in on how Sully and Risha's rehearsal is going. You know it. I can get a great view from up here without them noticing. It's good to see they don't need me there to give it their all. They both remind me of myself when I first joined the troupe. I guess even you were a rookie at some point. Kinda hard to imagine, though, isn't it? Feel free to tell us all about it. We've got the time. It's not that I mind, but I wouldn't want to bore you kids to tears. You promise you won't? We promise you won't. We'd love to hear your story. I remember all of the papers mentioning how high expectations were for your first performance. So you had captivated the city even before debuting. If I may ask, what was it that made you pursue a career on the stage in the first place? Good question. I'd say it all started when I watched Ark and Seal back in my childhood. Oh, I get it. So you wanted to be just like them, is that it? No, not exactly. It is true that their productions were impressive even then, and with their talented casts and elaborate sets. But at the end of every show, I would always feel like something was missing, and I just couldn't accept it. What do you mean? Everyone and their mothers would go on about how amazing Ark and Seal was. I was afraid there might be something wrong with me to think otherwise. There I was, tiny baby Ilya, thinking, come on, I could do better than that. Can you imagine? A total amateur like me thinking she could outshine Ark and Seal if she was just given a chance. Wow, so you were just as passionate even when you were little. With an attitude like that, I can already see all the friends you made when you finally landed a spot in the troop. I won't deny it. I was a talentless, inexperienced amateur dancing on the toes of the real pros. But in my heart, I believed I could be the one to raise the bar. I told myself that if I let my performance do the talking, then eventually I'd earn their respect and win them over. Which made you who you are today. Maybe you kids know by now that I'm a perfectionist. The catch is, as I don't believe our conceal has ever put on a perfect show. That's why I went out and mined 2 diamonds in the rough, Risha and Sully. With the two of them at my side, I believe we're oh so close to putting on the ultimate show I've dreamed of. Wow. Wow, you, Ilya? You're the most ambitious person I've ever met. They say hard work beats talent every time. But in your case, Ilya, both of them apply in spades. As my frames drop to 0. Son of a bitch. Great. But in your... It couldn't have said it better myself. Oh, please, you don't have to flatter me over a boring story like mine. When you guys finally have a night off, you should come see me put on a revival performance. Risha and Sully are going to set the stage on fire with yours truly. It's going to be the greatest production yet. Frick. Well, oh well. OBS has screwed me over. Reverse streaming. Of course, count on us. Yes, we look forward to seeing you put on the show of your dreams, Ilya. Wow, OBS is being awful today. Ugh. I'll just jot down a message in the chat. And hopefully it'll get there. Wow, really? Oh, that's because I have no internet at all. Ah, you're joking. Why did you just suddenly disconnect from that there? Can't connect to this network. What? Okay. Mobile hotspot. All right. There we or not. No, it's not gonna work. Well, fuck. Uh, well, for the YouTube crowd, I guess. And I guess see you tomorrow. Okay. Okay, never mind. We're back. Frickin' internet troubles. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it so much. Fucking son of a bitch. Alright. So now that we've gotten that out of the way. God. I don't know what the hell, but I know it's gonna force me to frickin' deal with other shit. Ugh. This sucks. This really does suck. Anywho, what the hell was I doing after getting distracted by that shit? Right. We're gonna go tackle a hidden quest. Because I might as well just keep on going for a little bit. Well, might as well get this out of the way. $1,000 mirror and a couple of U materials. Cool. Alright. Oh, whoops. Margaret, how could you do this to me? You never had eyes for other men before. What changed? I have to do something before I lose her for good. I must... It's Vice Commissioner Pierre. Not often you see him on the first floor. It looks like something's troubling him. The SSS? How long have you been all standing there? Don't tell me you heard what I was saying just now. Well, we didn't catch anything specific, if that makes you feel better. Though you did mention something about a Margaret having eyes for other men. Gulp. Oh? Oh. Could that be the name of your favorite hostess, Vice Commissioner? How dare you! You watch your slenderous mouth. Margaret is the name of my missus. Missus? You mean your wife? Yes, you fool. Between losing my wedding ring and being passed over for the role of commissioner, she has been nagging me like never before. Wait, what am I doing telling you all this? Sounds like the vice commissioner is pretty whipped. Evidently, he's in a tough spot with his wife right now, too. So be it. I have no choice. These beggars can't be choosers, as they say. Look alive, SSS. I'm giving you a top-secret mission, straight from your Vice Commissioner. Top secret? What are you talking about? I'll be frank. I would like you to investigate my wife. You want us to look into your old lady. Would utilizing your position for private matters not violate department policy? Let's see. You let me worry about department policy. Time is of the essence here. Consider it a formal support request or whatever they're called. Build if it makes you feel better. Now, what do you say? I guess that we could. What should we do? Okay. You clearly need a hand, so can you start over from the beginning? You'll really help me then. Ah, frick. And good, I'll tell you everything you need to know. Oh, but not out in the open. Follow me to my office. We can discuss the details there. Your wife has been seeing a host? That's right. As I understand it, she's been going to several such clubs lately. However, there's one host in particular whom she's been meeting with in secret. And you're positive this man is a host? I was about to ask the same thing. Don't you think you should have a little more faith in your wife? I do, but I decided to risk it all to find out for sure. That's how I came across the evidence in her purse. Margaret is meeting with a mystery man named Clyde. It was right there in her daily planner. What kind of man has a name like that? It's a stage name. He has to be a host. I wouldn't call that irrefutable, but I won't say he's categorically wrong either. Dude's grasping at every straw he can find. So you think she's seen a host, do you? Sorry to tell you, but I've never heard of one who goes by Clyde, and believe me, I would have. What? Seriously, Wazzy? Hey, it's a social business. Generally speaking, I know the names of all the hosts working the clubs in the entertainment district. I can't rule out the chance that he's some rookie who slipped my notice, though. Wait just a minute. You seem awfully knowledgeable about all of this. Don't tell me you're that new addition to the SSS, the one who is, in fact, a host? Why, yes. You scoundrel! You're a member of the police force. What would people say if they found out what you did off duty? Please try to calm down, Vice Commissioner. What matters right now is figuring out what exactly your wife has been up to. That's right. And trust us, we've already tried to lecture him on that particular issue. There's no getting through to him. There's apparently no fixing my frames. Good lord. Their words, not mine. Ugh. And back on topic, you mentioned searching through your wife's purse, correct? Not that I condone the act, but did you find anything else that might benefit our investigation? Well, let me think. Aha, now I remember. Her appointment reminders also had a location penciled in alongside them. Apparently, she's been visiting the restaurant in Central Square almost every afternoon. The restaurant in Central Square, you mean Vincent? And if this Clyde truly is a host, why would he meet your wife if in broad daylight? It's not uncommon, a little secret trust while the husband's at work. It happens more often than you would think. Plenty of hosts have regulars that they only meet with during the day. Then I'm right, aren't I? Again, Vice Commissioner, settle down, and could you stop riling him up on purpose, Wazzy? Who, me? Why, I'd never. At any rate, I think we have a good grasp of the situation now. Would you mind stepping back and leaving the investigation to us? Fine, whatever you think is best. Just make sure you get to the bottom of this. But do so with the utmost discretion, am I clear? Understood. We'll get right on it. Man, I can't believe we agreed to this. To be fair, the Vice Commissioner did seem genuinely concerned about his wife. I think it's worth investigating until we see the truth of the matter for ourselves. Else, if we must. So where should we begin? Let's try the restaurant in Central Square first. If his wife has been there with this alleged host most often, we might be able to get some information from the two directly. That sounds like as good as places to start as any. Shall we be off? Why is he so into this? Oops. Look. You have a keen eye, Margaret. Forgive me for if I'm being out of line, but you truly are wasted on your husband. Oh, Clyde, you always have such a way with words. That's the man we were told about. Sure enough, he's with the Vice Commissioner's wife. So this is Clyde, is it? He doesn't look like any host I've ever met before. We should grab a seat nearby so we don't call attention to ourselves. There's a chance we'll manage to find something out. Understood. Let's split up and sit at different tables then. Oh yes, I looked over the pamphlet from before, and after seeing these photos, well, I just about fell in love on the spot. Did you now? Perhaps the two of us could go visit sometime then. If you'd like, I could arrange for a room at the hotel. Oh, now, there's no need for that. I've already gone. The view was just magnificent. Not a single thing to complain about. That's wonderful. And it certainly simplifies things, too. Oh, now we can move the plans forward a bit, and they do seem comfortable around each other. It sounds like they're planning a trip to Michelin together. Still, something seems off. To start, the guy's being way too much of a kiss-ass. We still don't have any decisive evidence yet, though. Let's keep listening in then. Well now, with that out of the way, I'll be excusing myself. Of course. Oh, and I'll see you again at the club? At Nuit Blanc in the Entertainment District, yes. You can expect me there, ma'am. I wouldn't want to keep you from what you've been dreaming of any longer than necessary. I can hardly wait. I guess the date is over. What should we do, Lloyd? We have to go find out, look for anything concrete. Let's keep tailing them. Randy, Wazzy, Lizzie and I will go after Clyde. Need Ellie, Tio, and Noel, you three follow Margaret. Make sure you don't get spotted, no matter what. Understood? Good, let's blow this joint. Right. Things are heating up nicely. Sorry to keep you waiting, Clyde. Hey, I brought what we discussed. Ah, yes, thank you very much, sir. So, how did things go? Very well, actually. She's been quite enthusiastic about the idea. We'll be closing the deal later at Nuit Blanc. That's good to hear. Well, it's almost time for the next cruise ship to leave. I'll head back to Michelin and make sure everything is in order. It's all up to you now, Clyde. Secure this contract, and it'll rocket you straight to the top of the firm. I won't let you down, sir. Okay, Clyde, you got this. There he goes. The guy sure is fired up. And from the sound of it, he's meeting up with the Vice Commissioner's wife at Nuit Blanc. What should we do now? Do we need to keep tailing him now that we've got what we need? We don't need to keep tailing him now that we've got what we need, right? Yeah, let's contact Ellie and the others. We should regroup at Police HQ for now. I think we have just enough to nail down who this Clive person really is. Well, how did your investigation go? Has my wife been having an affair with a host or what? Please calm down, Vice Commissioner. Ellie, what happened when you trailed Miss Margaret? Well, we watched her as closely as we could, but we didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She evidently went back home to the residential district. And she didn't meet anyone else on the way. However, she does plan to meet this Clyde person at Nuit Blanc later. What? What does he think he's doing, taking my wife to a seedy place like that? Oh, that's the last straw. I'll assemble the entire SWAT team and storm Nuit Blanc. I told you to calm down, Vice Commissioner. You're already cruising towards Blue Wolf giving you another negative. Negative? Seriously, what the actual fuck? Last thing we want to do is to send armed officers there. You know, considering who owns the place. Well, what am I supposed to do then? For every second we waste, that host gets closer to sinking his lecherous fangs into my Margaret. Don't think you have to worry about her falling prey like that. At least, not as far as hosts are concerned. What do you mean? Wazzy had it figured out from the start. But I don't think this Clyde is a host at all. Pardon me? Well, if he isn't a host, then what in his name is he? Salesman. From what we could tell, Clyde is most likely a business salesman. A salesman? Going off his speech patterns, it did sound like he wanted to sell something. Just not his body or a good time. Exactly. His attitude in and of itself is proof that he's anything but a host. Gentlemen such as myself work hard to give lonely madams a brief reprieve from their otherwise painful, mundane lives. A top-class host escorts his lady with courtesy, and he would never humble himself more than necessary. Harry, we needn't go. We aren't there to grovel. I don't know if I'd put it quite like Wazzy did, but my conclusion is more or less the same. From what I could tell, Clyde and your wife didn't look at all like they were having an affair. If pushed, I'd say they came off more as a buyer and seller. That's the impression I got anyway. Seeing as they met several times now, it wouldn't be unreasonable to say they're working out a business deal of some kind. Even if all of this is true, what sort of purchase is he sweet-talking my wife into? Well, if we want to keep running with this theory, I think we can figure out what kind of salesman he is. Clyde most likely deals in real estate. So he was trying to sell her property. Now that you mention it, Michelin came up during the conversation at Vincept. At first I thought it was about a vacation, but that pamphlet suggested otherwise. Yeah, it was probably promoting upscale properties for sale in Michelin. Plus, after we called him to the Harbor District, Clive received something from a man in a suit. That's right. The way they spoke to each other gave us the sense that it was his boss. He might have been delivering him a contract of some sort that needed her signature. If we piece all this together, Clyde is a real estate agent who's been in talks with your wife about buying a property, and it's going along smoothly. Miss Margaret was so receptive, she even went to Michelin herself to scope out the location. Assuming this is all true, it would explain why she's been meeting with this man so often. Hey, yeah, it's all starting to fall into place. And today they entered the final negotiations. Which means the contract will be signed during their meeting at Nuit Blanc. Yes, I think I get the gist of it now. Wait just a second. That would mean Margaret is trying to buy property in Michelin without even consulting me, wouldn't it? And I'm not made of money. Does she know how little a vice commissioner makes? Just how does that woman expect to scrounge up that kind of mirror? Maybe she took out a loan. That's a possibility. He may have convinced her to take out an unreasonably large one. This is worse than I could have imagined. I know what I must do. I am going to storm into Nieuwe Blanc myself. I am not going to let this shark swindle my wife right underneath my nose. I will give this Clyde fellow a piece of my mind and drag Margaret out of there, or if it's the last thing I do. Thus spoke the henpecked husband. I feel like we just flipped some horrible switch inside of him. Tell you what, we're already here, so why don't we all go and lend you a hand? It wouldn't be wise to charge into Nieuwe all by your lonesome, don't you think? I can't argue with that, but is that really the reason you want to go? You have a real penchant for chasing drama, you know that, Wazzy? I haven't the slightest clue what you mean. Regardless, if we don't hold him back, I highly doubt anyone else will. Yeah, we don't got much choice. I'm not too stoked about it, but I think I can get us into the place. My old pal Zax is probably on bouncer duty at the door right about now. What the devils are you all mumbling about over there? I'm headed for Nieuwe Blanc, and you're coming with me. That's final. Yes, sir. And that's what's up. Think you can let us squeeze on by, Zax? Oh, and we'll want to keep this a secret from Shirley and Uncle Zygmunt, but I'm sure you already knew that part. I was just wondering when you'd show up again. Didn't think it would be as an errand boy, though. You really have lost your touch, huh, Commander Randolph? Just like the young miss said. Stop calling me that already. I guess Randy has know this, Jaeger. Alright, I'll look the other way this once. Think of it as a little favor from me to you. Just don't stir up trouble inside, got it? I won't say a peep to the young miss or the vice leader either, sound good? Just Andy. Well, I played my part. Looks like they haven't arrived yet, so we better get inside if we're going to ambush them. I think I'm gonna sit this one out, though. That's fine. We should keep a lower profile anyway. Well, I'm going in one way or another. Now decide amongst yourselves who else is joining me. Someone's worked up about this. His bravado has carried him too far for him to back down now. I'll go. I've been looking forward to this since we took this request. The Vice Commissioner, Lloyd, and myself should be plenty, yes? Yeah, that should work. The rest of us will remain here on standby then. Make sure to contact us with your enigmas if you need backup. Will do. Okay, you two, let's head inside. Yes, in we go. Okay, we've requested that your wife and that man be served here at the table over here once as they enter the club. I see. That'll do just fine. And if it turns out he really is some crooked real estate agent, I'll see to his arrest myself. Believe me when I say I'd love to see that. Don't look now, but I think that's them over there. Excuse me, I have a reservation for 2 under Clyde. Ah, yes, right this way. My, but this is a fancy club. Oh, is this your first time visiting, Margaret? I would think you'd already seen everything Crossbell has to offer with your husband so high up in the police. Oh, please, that's a riot. Hey, he may be the vice commissioner, but his salary is peanuts. He'd much rather drink the night away at with some hostess in a dingy bar than take his own wife out to dinner. My apologies, then. It may only be noon, but allow me to kickstart the proceedings by buying you a drink. I'd be happy to accept. Don't worry, Vice Commissioner. Quiet you. I don't need you telling me what to do. So what if this snooty little little tap room is beyond my means. A dingy bar suits me better. What's so wrong with that? Nothing besides your overwhelming inferiority complex. Bringing him with us was a mistake. Yeah, it really was. Shall we get down to business then? As you requested, the purchase agreement for the villa in Michelin's residential area. Simply sign your name on the dotted line and it's all yours. Oh, how I've been waiting for this moment. I would be more than happy to sign. We were right. It's a contract for a property at the resort. So what's the plan now? We still haven't learned whether this deal is on the up and up or not. Stay. Stay away from my wife, you charlatan. What? Pierre? Oh no. This can only go well. What in the world are you doing here? Cancel this deal at once, Margaret. This crooked realtor is swindling you. I beg your pardon. Now hold on just a moment. Crooked. I haven't done anything wrong in the least. Oh, funny joke comedy, man. You can't fool me. Pierre, you're whining and dining my wife, buttering her up into taking some kind of ridiculous loan out on this property, aren't you? Pierre, it'll be a cold day in Gehenna before I let you sink your grubby claws into us like that. Pierre. Stay silent, woman. Oh my god. But as the CPD's Vice Commissioner, Pierre! I'm sorry, Snookums. That was the quickest surrender I've ever seen. And more than enough to warrant a negative. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and give this quest 2 negatives, because, good lord. Or just all of the no. Fuck. Well then, how the hell do you spell it? That is what I'm trying to find out. If my computer would stop. Miso Hogi. Alright, so there we go. So, yeah, 2 story negatives for this. Wow, that is really far behind. Holy crap. But yeah, no, 2 negatives for this because this is garbage. Did you hear that whip crack? You go, Margaret. Goddess, how do I put up with you? You're supposed to be a vice commissioner. How could you go so blindly jump to the wrong conclusion and treat this man like a criminal? Have you no shame? Well, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Hold on. Are you saying this is all a misunderstanding? Yeah. This is a major misunderstanding. If you had 2 fucking brain cells to rub together, you would see that. And wait, what the fuck are you questioning this for, Lloyd? Wait, how have you not seen past this already? Oh my god. Well, now I'm hooked. Go on, Margaret. Spill that tea and don't leave a drop. Very well. Firstly, Clyde here is a respectable realtor who deals in luxury properties. Your assessment was wrong to begin with. There's nothing crooked about him at all. But I don't understand. We don't have nearly enough funds to splurge for something like that. Actually, I recently took up trading stocks in my spare time, and I've been making a tidy profit ever since. These past few days have earned more than your salary could in half a decade. Stocks? Thanks. To be honest, my patience with you has reached its limit. You're a pitiful man who can hardly look his own wife in the eye. Even your position is only earned through luck and connections. And I don't know if it's just so you can avoid being at home with me, but your late-night drinking binges are straining our finances. You were in a much better mood when you thought you were the next commissioner in line after the old one was dismissed. But then the other vice commissioner was chosen over you. Your sour grapes have made you grouse and complain incessantly ever since. Isn't that a little harsh, ma'am? No! No, it really fucking isn't, Lloyd. It is so not. Wait. Quite honestly, I didn't think I could live with you any longer. That was the reason I consulted Clyde. I hoped to use my earnings to purchase a home for myself. The plan was to separate from you, eventually filing for a divorce. Originally, that is. Ah! Out come the claws. Now it's getting good. Were you born without the ability to feel compassion? For this stupid fuck, Lloyd? Yeah, pretty much. Like, seriously, he has been nothing but a fucking asshole the entire fucking time. Like, Jesus. Wait, did you just say originally? Huh? I did. You organized all of this because you were afraid of losing me, didn't you? Up to now, you've been too afraid of me to step foot in the house. I'm impressed that you went through with all of this. So tonight, I want you to come home so that we can sit down and talk this through, together. Margaret, I'm very sorry, Clyde, but we're going to have to put this purchase on hold. That can't be, Margaret. We're so close. It's not as if we've canceled the deal entirely, but it was wrong of me to negotiate alone. I look forward to discussing this again in the future. Pierre and I may not be separating, but the property still interests me. I'm sure I'll purchase it eventually. I would have preferred to close the deal today, but I suppose I can't force you to sign the contract. I'll just excuse myself then. It turns out Clyde wasn't guilty of anything in the end. It makes me feel kind of bad for suspecting him the way we did. Oh, who cares about his feelings? What matters is that we kept the Vice Commissioner's sinking marriage afloat. Well, if he doesn't straighten right the fuck out, well, that's not gonna be a good thing. Oh yeah, and I guess I should jot down a note for the cryptids, shouldn't I? I should be going too. Pierre, I'll see you again tonight. We have plenty to discuss, so come straight home after work, understood? Yes, Schnookums. And so he dons the leash yet again. Yep. Excellent work today, SSS. We're glad that everything worked out in the end. It's a relief to know that your wife wasn't being taken advantage of. That's all well and good, yes, but now I'm going to be paying out the nose for a villa I've never even seen before. Thank the goddess we're not getting a divorce, at least. I suppose we can use the new place as a weekend retreat. Margaret did seem charmed by it for what it's worth. Yeah, man, sometimes you gotta give in and let the lady have what she wants. Besides, the funds are coming out of her own stock market earnings in the first place. Which is a whole different can of worms. How did Margaret even manage to... As if I needed to, another reminder of how much more capable she is than me. You reap what you sow, as they say. Be that as it may, as long as I'm still a married man, at the end of the day, I'm grateful. You have my thanks, SSS. Anytime, Vice Commissioner. You can always count on us. We'll just show ourselves out now. That is definitely the worst side quest in the game so far for me. Ah, what? Okay, before anything else pisses me off further, I think I'm just gonna call this a session. OBS is being obnoxious. I'm getting too many phone calls out the ass, and this whole thing is just pissing me off. So, for those of you catching this on YouTube, because nobody's able to catch me live, I'll see you later. Blue Wolf Alex the Lore Walker signing out. Have a good one. I hope I have a better day tomorrow.